Hello everybody, I'm Ernest. Today we're going to be talking about the Sissy bar I got for the Springfield Dark Horse. Just give you a backstory. I bought this off of eBay for $140. I think I received it around December time frame, close to Christmas, somewhere around there. I don't remember exactly. And then it sat on top of my table for about 4 or 5 days until I could finally get to it. And then a week or a week and a half later, I finally got it to time to go try it on the bike, and right away it didn't fit. This radius and this sizing that's right here in between these radiuses was way too small. So I reached out to eBay. I've never returned anything on eBay before, so I thought it would be something similar to Amazon, and no, it's not. It's way different, way more difficult. You got to pay for shipping, you got to do all that stuff. So it's no Amazon. eBay is no Amazon. That's a lesson that I learned. So I started to talk with the manufacturer or whoever this guy is, and I think this guy came out of Dallas, the first person I spoke to for a while, and he was saying to file it that is probably the thickness of the paint, and this is powder coated, and a pretty fair job of powder coating, actually for $140. I thought it was a pretty good deal. But it wasn't that. It was off by, I had to remove about 1/8 of steel out of these radiuses and this sizing. That's how much smaller it was. Luckily, the dimensions from front to back was okay. It was just these radius. It was real too small. And I tried to explain to him, so look, I know what I'm talking about. This is made for a different bike, or your manufacturer, whoever made this way too small, like for a smaller bike or something. So this went on. By the time I got back to it, it might have been a week too later. I wouldn't get no phone calls. In the box that came with it, there was a number that you could text, so you could speak directly to the person on the other end. There's no response. Time more goes on. I did an email on eBay, and someone reached out to me. I believe it was a different person than the one I was dealing with at first, I think. Same thing. File it some more, please. He said, please, and this went on like 3 times. Do me a favor, he said, and file it some more. And I kept telling him that, I have a mechanical background. I've worked on aircraft and cars and stuff. It's not gonna fit. It's just way off. You sold me the wrong part. Finally, after about 2 weeks of that, literally, me finding the time to grind on it and whatnot, he said, okay, I'll give you a refund. And so I sent him my original order, my order number, so he could know what order it was and stuff. And then he texted me back, I'm sorry, but this is older than 45 days or 35 days, I forget what it is, and I cannot honor your refund. So I'm stuck with this thing now, right? So I said, well, choices are, maybe I could send it off to a machine shop. I don't know if they would even bother with something like this, or I'd do it myself. So I have a little electric drill. I got a rotary file and started working the radiuses, and it just didn't work. And I do some filing by hand was the best way. It took about 2 weeks and about 4 to 5 hours of filing, going back and forth to the bike, back and forth, fitting it, see where I needed to remove the thing, the material. So anyway, that's my story. I'm gonna try to find the link to this item on eBay, so that if you want to avoid buying it, you can. But I did get it to fit, and you're gonna see the process I went through, and I'll show you at the end of the video of what it looks like on the bike, and we'll just go from there. Okay, so this is probably 2 weeks later. I've been working on the radiuses little by little. Just want to show you what I'm doing. I'm finding that the file is the best way to do it. I've tried with my rotary bit, and it just doesn't take off that much material. It works a lot better if I do it by hand. So right now I've gotten the radiuses to a point where it's pretty good. I might take it up and clean up the edges and stuff, but what I'm working on now is these locking levers. So there it is, and where the bolt hole is lined up, and then I got to get this to fit on there, and I still got some more material to take off. As you can probably see here, it's hitting the bottom. See? But it's getting better, and I'll open it up some more little by little, and then so when I get it on the bike, it'll be a nice firm fit like it should have been from the factory. All right, let me keep at it. I'm getting close to being done. Okay, so here I put it together. That's what it generally looks like. Let me back this up. Okay, so anyway, I marred up some of the powder coating because of all the sanding I was doing, and having to clamp it to the table, which is not a work table. You can see it's very loose. Anyway, so let me go out to the bike. I'm gonna test fit it, and I still might have to do some more shaving. It's just good. I'm lucky that this dimensions are the same as the bike. It was just the radiuses was way off. Like, I probably got over 3 hours of hand filing this and rotary filing it, just to get it to fit. But I think it's gonna be a nice look on the bike. Okay guys, I'm preparing to install the Sissy bars, but see, this aluminum parts right here is supposed to have this plastic sleeve, which you see me in the other video, in the videos where I'm matching the size. So I bought this from India, these actual, I don't know what they are, Teflon or something, and then that goes on there. Oh, and I'm gonna put some Loctite on it. So I just wanted to show you that attaches to that, and then there's another bolt that goes in the middle of this bolt, and that attaches to that, and the bags just rest on the mufflers. So just to let you see the process and what I'm doing, but it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'm doing a test fit. I put the bushings on one side, the other side's still metal. Now the metal side will go down, but this one still will not sit all the way. So there's going to have to be some more grinding there in order to make it fit. So this is what you got to do when you get parts that don't fit your bike. But it looks like it's going to look really nice once it's done. Okay guys, looks like I finally got it. So 2 weeks later, about 5 hours of fitting it back and forth, going back, chest fitting it, taking it apart. It was a pain in the ass. Now, this is supposed to be a quick release attachment, but I don't see how you put the bolt in there. It would have to go this way, and there's very little room. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna slip in like a wire tie in there, and that way I can just snip it off when I want to take it off or something, because I don't plan to keep this on here all the time. I've got a bag, a Sissy bar bag that I want to try out, so I can mount my waterproof Sissy bag there if I decide to take a trip. But it was a doing. You can see there's a little bit of play in it, but I'm satisfied for what it is. And it would have been nice if it would have came from the factory, but like that. But anyway, I wouldn't buy it if I were you. Bottom line, I wouldn't buy it again. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.